Well, guys, welcome back. It's been a little while, a little too long, really. We're been doing a lot of work on the lake, and yet I could show you, and it would not be that impressive just in the short term. But so let me update you a little bit with what happened. So the lake, which is down there, we're really still completing the core trench. They ran into a lot of rock, and so they had to jackhammer for days and weeks, and it was kind of crazy. So, but fortunately, not fortunately for Mr. Colson, but the engine blew on the big excavator with the jackhammer on it the day that they kind of got done with the core trench. So the core trench, I'll try to find some photos of when it was its deepest. It's like 50 feet deep, very deep. And so I'm going to show you. My daughter is videoing me videoing. She's so impressed. So, so there's parts that are 50 foot deep just in the core trench and solid rock. And so now well, you can't see it now because it is 50 feet full of water because it has rained some. We weren't able to get the core trench completed by the time that these first rounds of rain came. So that's where we are. Today, Jason called me and said that we have done some more work today. They're actually going to save the water that's in the core trench by pumping it into a catch pond, and then they're going to use that water to help pack the clay when they are, putting the actual clay in for the core trench. So they've been digging a couple different spots up this direction for clay, and they found some good material. They just have to get it in there now. That's where we are. So we've also met with a fisheries biologist, Stephen Barden. I'm sure we'll have him on the channel throughout this process. He is the guru of pond management around this area for sure. Kind of crazy that he lives so close to us. When I was looking for him online, he's just all over YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel down below. But he'll be working with us to stock the pond and some different strategies. Definitely be doing a lot of work with structure going into the pond as well. One of the things that he said that's kind of interesting to me, when we're starting to think of a brand new pond, we're going to be stocking it from scratch. He said we're going to really have to bump the timing of this up. We're going to be adding bass probably before most people would say is wise, but the reason is because this drainage has so much water in it that there are, well, I counted them, there's 7 ponds upstream from where our pond is going to go in. So he said by the time there's water, there's going to be fish in it. And so what we are going to be battling is making sure that good genetics are what go into our pond, because I think we could, with the size of this pond, we could give them adequate forage. We could probably get, any bass up to, a solid 5-6 pounds, but we kind of want double digits. Right. So that's what we're looking. We want good genetics to help us make that happen. So several of those things we'll be working with Steven and looking forward to that. So we're about to go down to check out the core trench and the situation where they've dug the catch pond, got that started. So I also have a time-lapse camera up that should make some things interesting as this process moves forward. So bango, bango. It's going down tonight 'cause we're all in it. So this is where the lake will be. This main trench is our little creek that runs through our property. House is up there. But yeah, the creek's running a little bit. We got our own little waterfall. I thought this would be kind of cool to show for those that all are asking why we have to build this big core trench. Well, this is why. Because even though the creek's over there, the water's running that direction, all through these layers, now that we have some rain, there is water leaking through there. In fact, there's mud chunks falling off all in there. I'm gonna go up to this blue shale layer and we'll look at it. So this blue shale, it's really hard for me to tell if the water's coming from it or just leaking down it. But all of it is wet, I can tell you that much. It's just water dripping from the side of the hill. And so if, right now we just have a single rain event. If that was full of water, you can imagine water would just be flowing through this. So we fill all this up with clay and seal all that back. Still making some pretty significant progress with the old jackhammer that we got going now. This part is getting close to done here. It's almost back to the very back. Get one big shot. And this just filled up overnight. I mean, it's probably 4 foot of water. And it's as big as, it's probably a half acre, maybe more than that, maybe closer to an acre of just where the core trench is that filled up 4 foot deep. Pretty wild. So we're down at the core trench. Coulter's down there checking it all out. Water's about 50 feet deep right where Coulter is. Yeah, pretty close. And of course the lake will be back this way. They just brought this pump to start pumping it out. The creek goes back this direction. And then back over there. House is up there. So we'll see. And of course it started, we got some water, not a lot of rain, but it was enough to fill all this up. And it was running over the road. And so what they're gonna do is build this catch pond behind the dam, pump the water that's in there into this catch pond. And then this dirt they'll be using to pack the clay back over here. So some good dirt right there. So that's where we are. I think we'll be pumping by the end of this week. Maybe have it dry and start packing clay by next. What do you think, Mama? All right. Here we go. Bingo, bingo. Oh, Charlie got a haircut today. Let's get a zoom in on little Charlie. Charlie! Hey! Juice, how's it going? And we got Annie over here too. She's a little beat up today.
Charlie!
Charlie, say bingo, bango. Bingo, bango.